communication, guys, is significant for managers, employees in an organization. So therefore, if you want your post, okay, or to level up, achieve the higher post, appraisal, promotion, guys, it's not just about your output at work. Even you are good at work, but poor in communication skills, you don't have the room in managerial position. Do you believe in that? You don't have the room in higher position. Even you are very good at work. Why? Why? Why do you think? Because all the day, all throughout the day, you will not just be doing the work. You will be managing the people to do the work. Right? How can you lead those people? How can you manage those people if you cannot deliver accordingly with confidence the policies, the procedures, the standard? How? How can you let these people follow you? It's hard, right? How can you do the proper planning? Let's say you are on a room with the executives, you are the manager, so which means, guys, try to feel that. You are very good at work, but you cannot communicate well. You don't have a room in that position you're aiming for. So needs to work out with it. Needs to improve on it. Because end of the day, you are called as a what? You are selling yourself to them. You're trying to impress them, not just about your output at work, but the way you deliver to them. You will be reporting to them, right? You will be saying what you observed, what you evaluated to the higher ups. Then you are delivering without confidence. How can they believe in you? Okay, so that's the importance. Effective communication is significant for managers and employees in an organization. Okay, so as to perform the basic function, like how can you plan, organize, lead, and control the organization? Through communication. But take note, effective communication is a must. Guys, how about the efficiency of communication? We need to be aware of that as well. How to become an efficient communicator? What is the word efficiency? What does it mean again? You are an efficient person. What does it mean?
You can connect to the, what's this, sir, audience.
Connect the audience. Efficiency, what does it mean? Anyone?
You know how to control.
Many times I mentioned this. You are an efficient person. The word efficiency.
Well organized, sir.
Means organized.
Accurate in your communication.
Minimum effort.
Yes, Mr. Gijon. Efficiency means what? Means what?
Efficiency is doing things right.
Doing things that is effectiveness.
Minimum effort.
Minimum effort. Right? Minimum effort. Maximum output.
Yes.
Maximum productivity.
Maximum maximize the results.
Maximize the result, or maximize your resources. Maximizing the resources while achieving the result. You are an efficient person. What does it mean? This is the key rules when you communicate over the phone. You need to be efficient communicator. What does it mean? Don't waste the time of that person. Okay? Straight to the point, direct to the point. Give the information what he wanted. Don't discuss things which is not related. Why? You are wasting their time. Okay? Straight to the point. Ideas should be firm what is being discussed. Don't go beyond here, left and right. That is efficiency in communication. So therefore, for you to become a good leader, a good manager, you must be a good communicator. Efficiency and effectiveness on this sense. When you communicate, okay, direct, concise, firm to what is the intent, or else what? You will be wasting the time of others. So try to talk over the phone. You are using your load, okay? Now, you call someone and he didn't, answer accordingly what is being asked. So it takes time, right? It takes time. You ask again, you waste the time, plus you waste your load. Okay? So which means you are an inefficient communicator. Before I work as well in a call center, that is the rule that we need to maximize the time allotted per day to the number of customers. There's a specific number of customers that we need to accept or receive a call. Because if you are below the numbers, which means you are inefficient communicator. Why? Because you spend time on discussing. You didn't end the sales or end the conversation as early as you can. Okay? So guys, please improve your communication skills. So thus, we can say that effective communication is a building block of a successful organization. Not just an organization, your career. Your career relies on how one of that, not just, I'm not talking just totally just communication, but of course improve your other skill. But most important, one of the important skills you need to work out, communication skills. But there's another concerns in communication. It's not just verbal, but it's also on you're good in what? In writing skills.
Writing.
Must be good in writing skills as well. So later on, we will be having a task. We will be having a task to evaluate your writing skills. That is the fundamental basis of fundamental blocks of identifying one's personality. When I appear when we interview one's person, they are bubbly. They are good in English communication skills verbally. But when I give them a sheet of paper to write, it ended their career there. Why? Why?
Mister, I choose to write than
Huh? A lot of technicalities.
I'm a good writing than speaking.
Oh, that would be best actually. Because your verbal can easily be developed.
Because I can think well if I'm writing.
Yeah, very well. If that's so.
I can rewrite the grammar.
You can modify, you can recheck and so on. You can have a room. Okay, later on we will have a task to do the writing to check your the level of writing skills. Okay, that is part of this topic actually. Okay, so hoping that you can give me as best as you can a response in a written form, which means okay, so I will not be working out only on my verbal, even though you are good in English. Yes, there are a lot of people like that. They are good in verbal communication, but poor in writing skills. Okay, end of the day, you will be doing what? Memos. You will be doing writing an email. So you're what? You're talking verbally? No, you are writing. That is what we call correspondence. Communication in a written form. Communication in a written form. How's your subject-verb agreement? How's your grammar? Right? How's the technicalities of your writing? Punctuation, capitalization, and so on. Spelling. How good you are with that. People will judge you the way you communicate. Through writing, verbal. Will judge you. That is the facts of life. That is a fact of life. When you appear in an interview, you have your CV. Wow, great. So, what's next? They will ask you to talk. They will ask you to execute in writing. That's how we are letting to assess one's personality, to assess one's application. Okay, through application. So in other words, communication acts as organizational plan. So take note, guys, this topic reflects not just towards our work, but to yourself. Assess yourself. This is the reason, sir, sometimes it's hard for me to find a job. Why? Check your communication skills. Why? You will be selling yourself. So how can you sell yourself if you don't know how to talk well, if you don't know how to write accordingly? Even you are well experienced, 10 years, 15 years. So you need to sell to that employer, right? Sometimes have you ever appeared in an interview and ended up, I will call you later. I will call you once you are hired. So if that happens, don't expect. Okay? Because, yeah, if you are good with those things on the spot, you can be hired. That happens. Okay? So please work out with your communication skills. So here are some of the few points that we need to understand importance of communication in our organization. One of the most important, why communication is vital, can you tell me? Means, yes, sir. Diluna, yes,
Promotes
sir.
motivation.
Number one, can you read this one, sir, on the screen? If you are available, sir.
Communication promotes motivation.
Okay, so see. Once you read something on the screen, I don't want just you to jump directly. So you need to what? To understand the key aspect. One of the importance of communication, so you need to rephrase that first. Okay? Before you read what is being discussed in here.
The importance of communication.
It's just like, guys, it's just like an application on what we're doing. Like, for instance, your boss will ask you to do this. So you will just direct do that one task. No, you will what? You will try to evaluate first what's the instructions for you to jump how to do those stuff. Okay, for you to clearly understand. So therefore, when you are reading something, you need to read first the key points, the key aspect or the category of what you are reading. See, we are discussing right now the importance of communication. If you just jump directly reading on the key points here, communication promotes motivation. Okay, so what's the reasons why you are discussing this? Now go to the main aspect. Now here is one of the importance of communication. Okay, number one, communication promotes motivation. Now when I hear that, heard by someone, they understand what you are saying or what you're reading. Okay, that is for everyone. Huh? Don't just jump and read directly what is stated in here. So read first the key aspect. Yeah. Once again, sir.
Okay. The importance of communication. Number one, communication promotes motivation. By informing and clarifying the employees about the task to be done, the manner they are performing the task, and how to improve their performance if it is not up to the mark.
Okay, now you're reading. When you read as well, for you to convince someone that what you're reading has the idea, for you to learn the idea that you need to listen. Okay, you need to what? Work out with your tone as well. Work out with the way you emphasize each word. Okay, tone, intonation, the speed, the high and low of your pitch. Okay, so communication promotes motivation. So by informing and clarifying the employees about the task to be done, the manner that they are performing the task, and how it improved their performance if it is not up to the mark. Which means I don't just read something what is stated, but reading with what? Emphasizing each and every areas. Now, when someone listens, then they can easily catch what's the idea of what you're reading. Okay? So that's the thing I want to hear as well to each one of you. So once again, sir, I want to hear once more.
The importance
Okay. The first importance of communication is?
The first importance of the communication is, number one, communication to promote motivation. By informing and clarifying the employees about the task to be done, the manner they are performing the task, and how to improve the performance if it is not up to the mark.
Okay, so that is one, no? It helps promote motivation in order to let them perform, in order to motivate them to further excel on what they're doing. So I need to communicate with them. For example, you are poor in reading. So what I'm doing right now, I'm communicating with you the importance, okay, the way as well how to execute it for you to what? To have the reference, okay, to have the basis, to motivate you that it is not just about when you can talk, it's fine. No, it's not. Okay? We are living in a competitive environment. There are a lot of people who are not skilled, which means they don't have experience, but good in communication skills. They are more likely to be what? To be hired, to be promoted, so on. Because they know how to talk. They know how to sell themselves. So work with that, guys. Very well? Okay, thank you, sir. Number 2, I want to hear from... Prepare, please prepare. Don't just read. I want you to read accordingly. Miss Marialyn. Yes, madam? Okay.
Again, communication is a source of information.
Again, what I says when you read something, read first the aspect on the top.
Aspect on the top.
Okay. The second importance of communication is a source of
communication. The second is communication is a source
and please read and emphasize each word. Okay, once again. Yeah, proceed, Miss Marielyn.
The organizational mandate for decision-making process as it helps identifying and assessing alternative courses of actions.
Okay, so please, Ms. Marilyn, work out with your communication. Huh? I know that we are not English speakers, native speakers who are not used to speaking English. And our English here abroad, especially Middle East, become what? Become worsened. Right? It's totally different. Correct. But when we came in other countries, like in English-speaking countries, then for sure your English communication skill will be improved. But here in Middle East, totally different, opposite. Right? I don't understand.
One by one word for the English.
Word by word.
One by one word. See, I do action for my employees. They are Bengal, Indian.
How hard is it, no?
They are speaking Urdu, Hindi.
Mix Tagalog, mix English, no? So that's the reason why I do understand that it's hard for us here living in Middle East to improve their English communication skills. But try, okay? So importance of communications is a source of information. Yes, very well. For us to know, for us to identify, for us to evaluate, for us to assess. Okay, so we need to communicate. We need to inform. Not only to inform, to deliver, but as well for our ideas, for our information. Now, you are listening to me, little by little, you hear, you be able to what? Understand, okay? You gain knowledge, you gain some information. This is an add-on to what you have right now that can be processed later on to help in your future preferences. Okay, the third one. Who else? The third importance of communication.
Third. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Madam, proceed.
Me, sir?
Yeah, proceed.
The third one, importance of communication is communication also plays a crucial role in altering individuals' attitudes. A well-informed individual will have better attitude.
Enunciate each word properly. Open your mouth and speak clearly. Again.
Actually,
I'll
sir,
give a
it's hard
comment,
for me
huh?
just now I have my braces adjust.
That's why.
But I
To
thought
try.
I tried
The
next.
third
Okay, once
the
again,
third
Miss April.
importance of communication is communication also plays a crucial role in altering individuals' attitudes. A well-informed
listen.
individual
Continue.
will have better attitude than a less informed individual.
Simple as that, right? Communication plays a crucial role in altering individuals' attitude. Try to observe those well-educated, and it says that well-educated, at least educated, has a better attitude than less informed. Do you believe with that? Right?
Yes, sir.
We cannot conclude everyone like that. There are educated who are their attitude is not good as well, right?
They said, sir, they have education, but they are not educated.
Correct. Something like
Depends
that.
on
So
the person, sir, I guess.
we cannot classify them all. But most that we can say is that if you are well informed, your attitudes developed. So right now you hear, you listen, you attend my class, you are what? You are gaining those information.
Knowledge.
Now, as you gain those knowledge and information, now little by little in yourself, when you apply it, it develops your attitude. Okay, it develops the way you communicate. So for those individuals who are less informed, okay, if you didn't invest yourself in learning and education, so see where you are. Yeah, we cannot conclude them all, but mostly it ended up like that. Okay, that's the third one. Yes, the fourth one, Miss Salome.
The fourth one.
The fourth importance of communication
Okay.
is the communication also helps in socializing. In today's life, the only presence of another individual fosters communication. It is also said that one cannot survive without communication.
Wow, see? Little bit work out with the pronunciation, with the speed, okay? Natural flow should be. Natural flow. Normal flow, not that fast, not that slow. Okay, work out that. I want you guys to try to record, try to read something and try to listen once more and try to address yourself. Address which areas that you need some development. Okay, might be your pronunciation, okay, the tone. Okay, if you want to develop your accent later on, it will be. But accent can help, but doesn't require. It does not require that much. Okay, so I'm giving you an advice as well while you're reading so that you can have the reference. So another importance of communication also helps in socializing, right? So how can you gain some friends, okay, or widen your networks? Networks means that you've known someone right now because you've met Miss April, Salome, Evelyn. So which means it improves actually. You know what? Kids here in Kuwait, children are poor in socializing. Why? Because their life is just what?
Especially us, sir.
Life is just where? Huh?
At work.
Home.
Work.
Compare in our country, they have the chance to what?
To play the outside.
Go out.
To communicate. To improved. Right? It improved. So which means, guys, that these individuals go outside, plus the this advancement of technology. No, they become what? Idle, which means they don't want to talk. They want just to see. So it's better to keep these gadgets and everything and let them socialize. Okay, it helps actually for them to conquer their fear, to develop their confidence. That's one of the importance in developing your communication. In today's life, only presence of another's individuals fosters communications. So no one is an island. No one can survive. If you are poor with socializing skills, for sure, you will be having the difficulties. How can you ask for help if you are shy, if you are afraid, if you have this fear most often? Because where it starts is this kind of skills. So improve your communications for you to what? For you to go outside your what? Outside your shell.
Outside your shell.
Outside your comfort zone. You are used to right now, socialized. It will help you to improve not only your communication skills, but your personality. Okay? That is one thing. Next. Who else wants to try?
Yes.
The fifth. Okay, who's that one? Who's that one? It's a good John? Okay, once more. Yes, sir.
𝐸𝐸𝐸𝐻 is an English speaker already.
It's
John,
it's
sometimes I
only
cannot
my
understand
second
what he
round.
delivered. Yeah, I know. Mr. Gideon can accept any criticism. So, Mr. Gideon, right? But it's a positive
I
feedback.
Mr.
Yes.
Gideon, you're already slung.
He is
Yeah.
good in
That's why Miss
English.
Irene said, I don't want to meet him because I cannot understand him the way he speaks.
Ah, that's why. Okay. Yes, sir. Try once again. Yeah, sometimes you're good. Better to be best as well. You're good right now. Yeah, improve more. Yes, sir. No, see, Mr. Gideon is shy now. Yes, yeah. Yes, sir. Proceed. Now your internet doesn't go beyond the
The fifth significant communication organization.
The fifth important.
So
That is
can
what
you
you call
hear me or my internet is
barriers
not good?
of communication. See, even you are a good speaker, but if you have a poor signal,
That's barriers. Internet.
That is the barriers in communication, right? So
Yes.
that's why Mr. Gideon find some 5G, huh? 5G.
I'm on
Okay.
5G.
I don't know. See, even the okay, yeah. Once again, sir, try again.
I'll give it a try, sir.
Okay.
So the fifth significance of communication in organization, communication also assists in controlling process.
Okay.
There are various levels of hierarchy and certain principles and guidelines that employees must follow in an organization. They must comply with organizational policies, perform their role efficiently, and communicate any work problem and grievance to their superiors.
Yes. Mr. Gideon, how do you deliver some arguments with a tone of voice?
Very smooth. Very smooth and like soft.
Yeah, Mr. Gideon, that is more natural.
How
when
you will
deliver
get angry with your staff.
how you will deliver some arguments, firm stand of yours to your staff. Yes, sir? Or
Yeah.
that is your natural way of communicating with them?
No, so I think it depends on the situation.
Okay. Now I understand.
Actually, sir, the truth is, when I'm dealing especially with my team, okay, when I speak in another tone, or if it's a tense situation where I really have to
Yes, okay.
I come off as a totally different person, and sometimes I don't like, that approach.
You don't like. Yes.
When I'm
we need that's the reason why we need to know the situations and we need to deliver it accordingly, so that yes, if you are wanted to be respected, of course you need to deliver with this calm, soft, and so on. But if the situation become like that, intense, the arguments, you wanted to win, you wanted to insist, you need as well to level up. Okay, your tone, your voice, your volume. Okay.
Yeah, but sir, if I may contribute just shortly.
Okay.
So I may not be so including, like toning, bringing up the tone, but the choice of words. Like I had trainees, and then there is this person who is not leveling up every time they're making mistakes. So I told them that, Anthony, every day you reach new levels of disappointing me, and I'm afraid if you continue like this, then I may report from the back.
You
So-
see, you're a good leader, Mr. Gideon, but you need to somehow stand up to something which others will have this sense of fear even to your voice. Okay? Why? What's the impact of that? I know that you can execute that way at work, but you're always trying to assist first certain situation. But I don't want, it happens many times. I'm good with people, but the way they become what? Reluctant, they become, take advantage of what you're showing to them. They will be used to. So that's the reason sometimes they feel that it's okay to do it, but do it once again, make mistake once again. So they cannot what? Sometimes learn from it. So we need to vary and weigh. We will try this one today, we'll try and so on, until such time you could be able to, maintain a firm stand that this is not only Mr. Gideon, the way I'm talking to you right now, but I can be like this in the later on. Okay? So you need to, because, as your level is increasing, we need to increase as well the way we deal with these people. Okay.
Well noted.
Okay, sir. Okay, very good, sir. That's one thing, controlling process. This is what we are talking. How can you control your team if we have this kind of communication skills? Yes, we know that, especially us, we are in a, we're living in Visayas regions. So we are from Bacolod. Actually, the way we speak, the way we talk is what? Is we can say as malambing. Malambing is something that is soft. Even we are
Ilonggo is
angry.
malambing.
Ilonggo, even we are angry, we are still maintaining the voice. Correct. You get what I mean? My point is that
Different from school.
my point is that yes, even we have those. If you're reaching to control
especially
someone,
me, sir. I'm Ilongga, but when I get angry, I'm not anymore.
yes,
My voice is strong.
Yes, we need to be aware. We need to vary, because how we can control if we are having those tone and voice as well. It's fine to have those, but we need to sense out what would be the impact if we are maintaining the same thing. Might be it would be good to have those tone to convince, to motivate. But if it keeps on doing that, sometimes you're losing to what? Discipline them. We can control by motivating, but sometimes we cannot control to discipline them. Okay, so how we can impose some certain policies, procedure. Okay, we need to be firm sometimes. So there are various levels of hierarchy and certain principles and employees' guidance. Okay, that must be followed in our organizations. So they must comply with organization policies. So how we can deliver these policies, procedure, and standard, of course, through communication. But when I say communication, don't just be just think about verbal, not a platform actually. We call this sometimes seven form of communication, which means we don't just communicate through verbal, we communicate also through different ways. We use in meeting, we used to communicate through email, through memo,
online, written, verbal.
We publish, we print, we post on bulletin. Because guys, if it is repeated 7 times, the rule of 7, okay, if it is repeated 7 times, whatever the information, the policies and procedure, it will insist to the mind of your people. Keep on repeating. There is the psychology of advertisement. Okay, the psychology of your advertisement. Keep on repeating, right? Keep on repeating. So until such time, your mind will recognize if you hear or listen to the sound, to the introduction, to the tone, then you can seize and sense out what is all about the advertisement. So that is how we impose actually when new policies and new procedure, we communicate, but we use the rule of 7 to use 7 platforms to channel what all about we're trying to communicate. Okay, next. Another importance of communication, we have.
I'm ready.
Yes, Mr. Samuel, 6 to 10, this one you need to read. Yes, sir. 6?
Yes, sir. Another importance of communication is allow people to engage in the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling functions.
Okay, your problem is, Mr. Samuel, little bit
Yes,
work
sir.
out with enunciation. Okay, your pronunciation is there, but yes, because of your accent might be, so there's some terms that we're not used to here. Okay, but we need to use the general communication, general communication that others supposedly can understand. So a little bit, try to work out with your enunciation. So proper enunciation, try to open your mouth. Okay, try to practice that. Okay, you will sense out the total difference of the word that comes in your mouth. You can pronounce well. Okay, accent doesn't matter, but if you try to practice, okay, open your mouth, proper enunciation, then it can deliver. And try to enunciate each word, emphasize each word, then it will be good to hear and become a good speaker soon. Okay, so yes, once again, sir.
Okay. Another importance of communication is to allow people to engage in the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling functions.
Okay, very well. So one of that. See, right now, work out more. 7, continue. Also?
The 7th importance of communication.
It's already continuous, already in narrative form, which means you are reading some statement going through. So you need just to use what? You need to use what? Some connectors to connect the statement. Okay. You need to use to rephrase some of the wording as well. Also, in connection to achieving, in connection to the importance of communication, it will help to achieve integration and coordination of agencies, goals, rules, and human resources. Okay, so which means I used to connect the statement of number 6 to number 7. Okay, now connect the number 8. Integration, that's number 7. Helps to for integration and coordination. Number 8, connect. Mr.
Additional
Samuel?
importance of communication.
In add-on to the importance, additional is you are not making a paragraph form. Okay. So
in addition to,
okay. Okay. Yes, proceed, sir.
Yeah, it's able to convey vision,
Okay.
goals.
Open your mouth clearly. Able to convey.
Addition to the importance of communication is to able to convey vision,